Good afternoon, class. I'm here to talk about Sir Francis Galton. And before we begin, let's review our power teaching techniques. When I say class, you say
Yes.
When I say go teach or discuss, you say
Okay.
okay. And when you say that, I want enthusiasm, and I'll let you know if you're getting extra credit or Dexter credit points by a wave of my hand. I'll put a finger up, and if you're getting a Dexter credit point, I'll just put a 0 up here. Are you guys okay with that? Okay, so Sir Francis Galton is a British psychologist, and he is most known for his contributions to IQ, intelligence quota, and psychology. And he was known as a Renaissance man. So quickly, in either a group of 3 or your side-by-side partner, I want to see what you already know what Renaissance man means. Go teach.
Okay.
I'm just listening to different skills. Class?
Yes.
Could I have a shout out from a group of what we think Renaissance man means?
Multi-talented.
Multi-talented. Who would like to build on that?
Pioneer.
Pioneer, multi-talented. A Renaissance man is somebody who dabbles in a lot of different things. So Sir Francis Galton, he dabbled in a bunch of different things. He made contributions to the subjects of psychology, statistics, weather, education, anthropology, and many, many more. So he had his hands in everything. And on top of that, he was an explorer. And he loved Africa. He also termed the term eugenics. Where have you guys heard eugenics before? Go teach in your groups.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know that. It's for me, it's not about
I've heard it before.
Class?
Yes.
Who thought of World War II with eugenics and the Nazis? Did anybody think of the Nazis when I said eugenics? Eugenics is the term of selective human breeding. And the reason Galton came up with the term eugenics was because he thought IQ was hereditary. And he has a famous cousin. And I'm going to have the groups discuss who that famous cousin is. And I'm going to give you a hint. Think evolution. Go teach. Okay.
Darwin.
Yeah.
Darwin.
And IQ was hereditary. I know.
Class?
Yes.
Who was the famous cousin?
Darwin.
What was Darwin famous for?
Hereditary.
The theory of evolution,
Evolution.
more specifically,
Origin of species.
the origin of species and natural selection, correct? Well, Galton built on that, and he thought that humans inherited their personalities and their IQ quotas. Turn to your side-by-side partners and review what I just said. Class?
Yes.
So, what's one thing that we learned from Galton? Could I get a shout out from the back group?
Well, one thing was that he believed that intelligence was genetic, that it was, passed on.
Good. Do we all agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes. Turn to your side-by-side partners and take one thing and discuss what you would take from this idea that intelligence is hereditary and what you think it might apply to in today's classroom. Go teach.
Okay.
Okay.
Work or project control So you might need, differentiated lessons because
Your expectation of the
We were discussing that, so it's probably she was in a controversy over the fact that higher
Class?
Yes.
So, what are your feelings on intelligence being hereditary and how it would apply to today's classroom?
We said that it would be controversial because then you're starting to classify people by everything, race, socioeconomic background, everything.
We were also in the same frame of mind that we weren't very supportive of the notion that it's hereditary, because at that particular point in time, we're basically saying, okay, well, your parents are failures, or you're starting to classify people based upon previous history, therefore it becomes more self-fulfilling prophecy than it does actual production of what.
So we do converse with it.
your predispositioning, or, what, based on maybe parents, based on whatever.
And this is an easy trap to fall into. I wanted you guys to discuss that because the outcome of eugenics, etc., created the classification system of different ethnicities and races within the human race. And the result of that, of course, leading up to World War II, that Anglo-Saxon was up here and African was all the way down here, which was a sad time in our history as human beings. And thank you very much for having me teach you guys about Sir Francis Galton. How did you